Yo, this is La Shame the God. Welcome to my channel, Keep Low. Make sure you tap into my channel, Smart Money Moves, Financial Literacy. Get to your bag, you feel me? On some real shit. And yo, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Keep Low. I do videos on street legends. Go to www.keeplow.productions. Check out the Keep Low apparel. Old Peak, that's our reaction video channel. Old Peak. We do some hype videos. And yo, be on the lookout for my character, Tommy Mulligan. I got the Tommy Mulligan Children's channel for your children. Tap in. Peace, peace. Keep Low family. What y'all do? Yo, big salute to all my Keep Low family that's tapped in with me. This is La Shame the God. If you don't know me, I do videos on street legends. I drop knowledge utilizing different information and subject matters. If utilized correctly, it'll elevate your life. And I also drop knowledge for the God, for the earth, and for the babies. Yo, peace to the God, peace to the earth, and peace to the babies. Yo, let me just say this before we get into today's Supreme Mathematics. Yo, look, it's imperative that you teach and educate your babies. You want them to be better than you, right? A million gazillion times. So only way you're going to educate them is if you educate yourself by getting knowledge yourself. What you going to know better than knowing yourself? You feel me? And a lot of people on this earth don't know themselves. So with that being said, let's get into today's Supreme Mathematics. All right, today's Supreme Mathematics is wisdom born. And born is symbolized by the numeral 9. So 9 is a circle with a line leading the way, right? All right. So since today is the 29th, for all the people who don't know Supreme Mathematics, because I want y'all to get educated as well. Look, today is the 29th. So 2 plus 9 equals 11. And 11 is knowledge, right? So check it. Wisdom are the wise words spoken and articulated by a wise person, utilizing any vernacular to verbally correspond and manifest thought. So by letting the wisdom flow, I'm letting y'all know what I'm thinking as far as what I want to express to y'all, right? So wisdom is any secondary component. Let me just put these glasses on for a minute. All right, wisdom is any secondary component, right? Because your physical body is a temple, right? Or some people refer to it as a temple, right? And that's where God resides, because God is the spiritual essence inside of your body, right? So God is the supreme mind, because the mind controls matter. Understand me? So matter consists of solid, liquid, and gas. So your physical composition, meaning your body, is a secondary component, because it has an alpha, which means beginning, and it has an omega, which means ending, right? Wisdom is also the black woman who is secondary but most necessary to the black man, because she helps him born his understanding. I just want to clarify this, right? When I make an allegorical statement out of my mouth like that, I just want to clarify it to make sure it's clear to all that's viewing, right? Now, when I say black man and black woman, look at me. I'm actually brown, my skin pigmentation, because there's 16 shades of black. So if you fall out of under one of them 16 categories, then you're black. And look, even white people that reside on this earth, Caucasian people, they came from black people. So how could they not be black? All right, let's continue with that. Wisdom is the woman who is secondary but most necessary to the black man, because she helps him born his understanding, right? And then born is a numeral symbolized by the numeral 9, right? So it's a circle with a line leading away from the circle. So born means to bring into existence. So I'm born in my knowledge to y'all right now. So I'm bringing what I want to interpret to y'all into physical existence, so I can display it to y'all verbally and physically utilizing my hand gestures and my body language so that y'all can really understand and comprehend the things that I'm relating to you. Okay, born is also a completion of a cipher. That's why a cipher is a 360-degree circle, 120 knowledge, 120 wisdom, and 120 understanding. You see the cipher, a circle, right? It tells you that in mathematics, right? So a 9 is a line leading away from a circle because this cipher is done. So born is a completion of a cipher, right? Now, due to knowledge, wisdom is symbolized by the numeral 2, and born is symbolized by the numeral 9 and our supreme mathematics, right? I want to make it simplicity for the babies out there. And big salute to the babies. Yo, peace to the God, the earth, and the babies. I love y'all. That's why I do this. I love y'all, all y'all who want to build and elevate. But dig. So, 2 plus 9 equal 11. Now, the 11th degree in a 1 to 14 lesson, Lost and Found Muslim Lessons 1 to 14, states, have you not heard that your word shall be bond? B-O-N-D. I'm going to reiterate that. The 11th degree in the 1 to 14 lesson student enrollment says, have you not heard that your word shall be bond? And then the answer says, yes, my word is bond, and bond is life, and I will give my life before my word shall fail. So simply put, what that means is say what the fuck you mean and mean what the fuck you say. You feel me? And that's just the facts, man. And like, I had knowledge of myself past understanding sight for years. My seeds was born into this nation. And like the Father Allah, Clarence 13X Smith, he gave his physical composition and got shot God times in 1969. And all praise is due to the Father for elevating us as a nation. And we must continue and show and prove that we a nation that's successful. Now, due to knowledge, God, you know why the 5% is successful and we unstoppable? Because we the poor righteous teachers. But don't just get it effed up with that terminology, poor, because our lessons and the Lost and Found Muslim lessons, right? The 1 to 14 lessons, the lesson I just stated, have you not heard that your word shall be bond? And then it says, yes, my word is bond, and bond is life, and I will give my life before my word shall fail. This is our lessons that was given to us by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Shout out to him. And it was a dude named W.D. Farrar. Shout out to him too, right? He came from Arabia and he started to educate the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And that's when he took Khalil Muhammad, Farrakhan, Malcolm X, the Father Allah, and a whole bunch of other people. And he had them in Temple number 7 and 118th Street, 16th Street. Because I remember I lived on 119th Street in Harlem, and I'd be walking there with my godmother, my mom, my pop, and look, I'd be seeing the joint with the crescent moon or the brothers with the bow ties. And the Father used to be in there, not at that time because I'm younger than them and the shit, right? So they used to be in there, and then the Father was like, because the first degree in the 1 to 14 lesson, the 1 to 10 lesson student enrollment says, who is the original man? And then the answer says, the original man is the Asiatic black man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, father of civilization, and God of the universe. You understand me? So the Father said, why we in the temple and not telling the people they are God and all that? So it was like, where Honorable Elijah Muhammad was like, that's where you want to make a move, go ahead and make your move. And that's how the 5% nation came into effect with him in the first non-born. Now, I wasn't born into physical existence, and I wasn't in the nation at that time, you feel me? I'm just running around or whatever, and I'm probably not even born when that shit happened, right? But did. So, the Father, like, gave us 3 things back that we had lost in time, and that's why it's all praises due to him, especially from me, because we was brought in a transatlantic slave trade from Jamestown, Virginia to the Caribbeans and all that shit, right? So when they brought us back, this happened in 1555. A slave trader by the name of John Hardy Hawkins Jr. and John Hardy Hawkins Sr. went over there on the good ship Jesus, and they brought them to the Caribbean. Some Caribbean niggas helped them out and all that shit. And so, cause they was telling the Caribbean dudes like, yo, if you help us catch some black dudes, we'll give you some bread. And, you know, they was working together or whatever. So they brought them back to Jamestown, Virginia, and that's where Willie Lynch, that's where the word lynching came. He had an indoctrination that he going to take all the knowledge that we had from when we great kings and queens out there in Africa and Kemet and all the dope shit in Asia we was doing. And that's why they call us the Asiatic black man. I just want to clarify that for y'all, baby. This is some history shit. And dig. So they bring us to Jamestown, Virginia, and they indoctrinated. It's a lot of whole weird shit that came on. So I'm not going to really get into it because that's the word MF came from. All the brothers I know, Mother Ucka, that's where the word came from, because they was making dudes hit their mom and weird shit that they had going on, right? But the main thing that I'm emphasizing with all that shit being said, because I just wanted to paint y'all a visual of it. But dig, the main thing that I want to amplify is we lost 3 things during that time, because it was 437 years of slavery. You feel me? Before they got free and shit. So dig, they took their land, they took their language, and they took their fucking flag and their culture. You feel me? Meaning us. You feel me? Especially all your dudes in the projects and all that shit, because you don't even know who the fuck you are. You feel me? I'm just being real with y'all. But dig, you might, I know who I am. I'm Joe. Shut up. Look, dig, do you know your historical history, your background? What is your flag? You feel me? People from China, they got flag. People from Taiwan, they got flag. People from Malaysia, they got flag. People from Puerto Rico, they got flag. They got a fucking language. Oh, that get the beginning pop out of there. They do their shit. Mandarin, oh, ni hao and all that. They got their shit. And then they got a home to go to. Where's yours? Edenmore, like mine's, like, where's your home? New York, like, this shit ain't yours. You feel me? And where's your flag? So all praises due to the Father Allah. I want to cut this short, but just some thoughts for your mind. You feel me? I want to shake you up and wake you up. You feel me? So you can be like, damn. And look, don't hate no other race, because hate is lack of understanding. You feel me? You're a supreme intellectual deity. Raise your vibration and understand. Use your 5 stages of conscious, subconscious, superconscious, infinite conscious, and magnetic conscious, and tap in. But like I was saying, and I want to do this in closing, the Father came, and yo, love you, man. Yo, love you to my brother, Universal Sham God. It's our brother, but I had the pleasure of meeting him. The one who made our flag with the 7, the moon, and the star at a 72-degree angle. 5 times 70 is 360. You feel me? The 7 got 7 sides, and y'all build with the God. And one time, this how me and the God, Universal Sham God. Yo, y'all remember this? Get in the comments. Rock out with me, man. Y'all true and living. Yo, love y'all to the God, the earth, and the babies. And yo, love y'all to everybody who's trying to grow and build, striving to grow and build. You ain't trying to do nothing. If you listening to me and you vibing on this vibration, then you growing. And look, another thing, I got another channel called Smart Money Moves, where I'll give you the tools to make smart money moves. It's a channel on financial literacy. I teach you cryptocurrency, banking, stocks, future trading, and a little bit of real estate, and just finances. It's a financial literacy channel. It's all free. I'm giving y'all some, I'm gonna do some memberships and all that, but I'm giving y'all mad tools that you could use to elevate your life. Just if you don't know your shit, just the difference between an asset and a liability, the fundamentals of banking, yields, dividends. Trust me, I know my shit, and I'm giving it to you free. And then check it, the logo on the channel is the thinking man. Cause the thinking man and the thinking woman gonna outthink these other motherfuckers. You feel me? But yo, dig. Back to the mathematics, right? Like I was saying, the Father Allah, and I happen to meet Universal Sham God, right? This is some history. Remember, I gave you this. So he was a light-skinned brother, and he was big. Like, he was super dope. Y'all love the God, man. So dig. And you know, like, we in this nation. Now dig. To all my children living, man. Yo, we in this nation. And yo, you know how you feel like, you be like, those the first non-born who started the 5% nation, who gave us the power that we got type. They tapped us in with that shit. You know what I mean? So look, dig. I was tight in my shit. Like, I'm 14. I'm going crazy. So we having rallies. I'm at the Universal Parliament in Mecca and shit. At Javier Tubman. So he's like, you got your flag? Got my flag on. I'm like, yeah, I know this flag guard. I'm young, feisty. I'm showing him, yo, the 7 is a mathematical terminology, the creator of the universe. I'm like, all the 8 points is at a 45-degree angle, and that equals 360. He's like, you really know this flag? And then he was like, I love that you know the flag like that. You know who I am? And he just fucked me up. Like, because he was like, I made that flag. And I was just like, peace, God. You feel me? But yo, I love y'all. That's just some history of the 5% nation. And I've been doing this, man. Yo, like, and I love all my children living, man. So get in the comments. Say peace to the God. Yo, let's greet each other. Let's love each other, man. Let's show you supreme equality, man. Get in the comments. Tell me how y'all feel. I'm going to answer all the comments. I rock with y'all. Tap into the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. My name is Lashim the God. We doing it around here. And like I said, the channel Smart Money Moves. Yo, we get into the 7, 8, and 9-figure back. So if you better tap in, make your next move your best move. Yo, real is rare and fake is everywhere. I'm giving y'all it free. You feel me? And gamers be so not to be told, and a lot of people don't want me giving it to y'all. You feel me? And that's just some real shit. And then look, I have another channel called YouTube Ready, where I'll get you ready to become a content creator. Now check. You could just say, if you want to express yourself and amplify your dopeness, whatever you got going on in life, and just bring value to people, whether you're doing comedy, whatever you're doing, I teach you how to do that shit on YouTube, and I'm going to give it to y'all raw. So especially to guard the earth and the babies and all the people that's tapped in my channel, yo, I'm going to give y'all some real shit that y'all can use and tools and bring value to y'all. So on that note, tap into my channel, YouTube Ready. The link will be in the description. I have a channel called Smart Money Moves. You know, I have 20 YouTube channels and a podcast. And it's a lot of work, man. But yo, you know how I go. If you want to sell big ships, you have to go where the water's deep. You feel me? On that note, y'all love y'all. That's why I do it. Lashim God. Big salute to everybody tapped in with Keep Low. And if you're not tapped into this channel, tap into the channel. Peace, y'all. I'm out. Peace.